Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kenny Deschamps. When I record my vocals, I like to record in sections rather than punch in and out. Because once the sections are done, all I have to do is take the best performances and then crossfade them. Now most of the time that works best for me, but every once in a while I'll run into a problem. One phrase runs into the next one, like I don't finish the first phrase in time for the second one to start. You can witness this problem in my last video, Build Your Own Choir Using Only Your Voice Part 2. I'll link it in the description and at the end of the video. So in this video, you'll watch me correct that problem using the pencil time stretch tool in Cubase. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you learned something. If you have suggestions, and you might, please leave them in the comments. And finally, help me continue to share my workflow with you by subscribing to my channel. You can even buy me a coffee. I'd love that. I'll link that in the description too. So let's get started. So at the end of the last video, what I ended up doing was taking the two sections of the chorus and crossfading them. And you can see the crossfades right here. I'll just show you in a bit of fast motion. And this is where we left it, you see. And I thought I'd done a pretty good job, but when I listened back to it, I realized that the S's were missing on some of the tracks. White angel wings, white angel wings. Now, that was okay. But check the next three tracks out. You'll see that it was cut off. White angel wings, white angel wings. Quite the little cut, really, wasn't it? Let's listen to the other two. White angel wing, white angel wing, white. Same problem. And there was another track that had the same problem as well. Have a listen. White angel wing, white angel wing, white. Wow. Okay, the last one wasn't so bad. White angel wings, white. That one there was brought up from, say, another part, the low part, so it sounds kind of weird, but the S is there. So now, what to do about this? Let's see. White angel wings, white. We're going to remove some of these crossfades. We'll do a few now and a few later. But let's get rid of that one first. What? Wings. I'm trying to establish where the S sound is. You can actually see it. So we're going to take the next track and see if we can match it up. But in order to do that, we just take the regular cursor and we're going to pull it back to give us some room to find that S. And now we're pulling this one forward. There it is, hiding. So now the trick is to get it lined up with that other S. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we're just going to cut off the unnecessary part at the end, give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room. Just trying to establish where the W starts on wings. and use the scissor tool. So we're going to snip it right there. And then we're going to go into the Vary Audio, because when we pull this back and compress it, squeeze it together, that vibrato is going to give us the Dolly Parton effect, I call it. By the way, I love Dolly Parton, so nothing against her. I just don't want my vibrato to be too thick in this song. Wings and white angel wings. Yeah, I straightened it out a little bit, and that'll help. So now what I do is change the cursor. Just hit the number 1 a couple of times until the cursor is a little arrow. We're going to pull that back in so it matches. And crossfade it. Now we'll move down to the next track. We'll make sure that the cursor is a little arrow first. Take the cursor, pull it back, give ourselves some room. Pull the first phrase forward, find the S. Snip off the unnecessary part at the end. Oh yeah, we didn't get rid of that crossfade there, so we had to do that. We're going to find the beginning of the W sound. Wings. The beginnings of words and phrases are detected and then shown in the form of a dotted line, so I always know where to snip. I can always find it and then snip it. We're going to go into Vary Audio, straighten out that vibrato just a little bit. We'll make sure that our cursor is in the clock mode or time stretch mode and move it in to align the S sound. And then take the second phrase, make sure the cursor's back to the arrow so we don't accidentally time warp that, and match it up as close as we can, maybe overlap even a little bit and crossfade it. And there it is. And then we have the third track to deal with. By this time I'm getting pretty good at it. Pull back the second phrase. Pull forward the first phrase. Find the S. Snip off the unnecessary part at the end of the first phrase. Go back, I think, find the W sound on wings, where it begins. Look for that dotted line. Give it a snip. Change the cursor into a little clock. Pull it back to match the other S sound. Kind of eyeball it. There we go. Not quite there yet. Okay. That looks like it. Not bad. Wings. Then we change our cursor back to the arrow. Move it in close. Crossfade it. And we're done. So let's just solo the middle part and the low parts together. The truth about Christmas, the joy that it brings, more than red ribbons and white angel wings, they keep the truth. So finally, let's just add the doubler from the low part to the middle part, and we'll listen to the both. The truth about Christmas, the joy that it brings, more than red ribbons and white angel wings, they keep the truth about Christmas, the joy that it brings, more than red ribbons and white angel wings, they keep. And we're done. What do you know? Okay, we have part 3 of Build Your Own Choir with One Voice next week. Next Thursday at 10 a.m. to be specific. So I hope you don't miss that. Please, if you liked what you saw and heard today, subscribe to my channel. It's Kenny Deschamps signing off for now. Have a great day.